Well, after the rain of this week, the river level is quite high. We can see here the different variation of the river water level in the past few days. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today I want to show you an old backpacking stove from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. It's a white gas stove coming from Czechoslovakia. It's called Meva. The model is 2140. I'm gonna show it to you. So in those days that was a light backpacking style. So just have to remove the two cap, push out. Here you have the windscreen and pot stand. You just put it like that. So we're gonna put it aside for the moment. That's the stove itself. As you can see, Meva type 2140, made in Czechoslovakia. It's jet pro benzene for gasoline only, so I use a white gas stove. It's similar to the Svea 123. But this one, the adjustment is just made by turning here the key. I have lost my key, I don't know how and when, but I made another one here so I can easily adjust the flame control. And that key was also containing on the other end the for the fuel cap, so I cut this key and now that one thing important prior every startup, it's to open to equalize the pressure from the stove, inside the stove and outside, because last time you use it, it create when it cool down a vacuum pressure, so it will be hard to get the fuel going on. Those stoves are pressure but also wick. There's a wick inside that come into the stem here to bring the fuel. One thing I have modified, and that's for my friend Dave from High Carbon Steel. I had a piece of carbon felt to help the priming process. I rarely use the white gas. I mainly use it with alcohol to prime. I find it less sooty on on the burner. I took that idea from a video on YouTube from a guy called Colorado Camper. So I found that idea pretty fun, because here you have like a little divot, a cup, where you're supposed to warm up with your hand the stove, and you open it and it pours some fuel down that cup. But after that it's quite difficult, because after you have primed it and enlight it, you have to put back the screen and find the proper position to line it with this here. And I find more convenient to put alcohol, put back the windscreen, and light from the top. Alcohol light pretty much faster or easier than white gas, even it took a spark from a ferro rod. So I'm gonna just prepare it for brewing a tea made with chaga and pine needle. So let me prepare and I come back. So I'm gonna just take some alcohol to wet down the It's I think it's 1 milliliter syringe. So it's cold today, so I'm gonna try to put probably 3-4 millimeter of alcohol to make it fine. It should be enough. Put that back aside. Put back the windscreen. Make sure I am in line with the 0 compared to the open position. Make sure that will open. I close it. I don't keep the key on the handle here because it becomes hot when it started. My optional saw and this it's lit. We can see the flame from the alcohol, but I can feel the heat on it. During that time I'm going to prepare some water. We can start hearing it. I have bring a green screen to help. Side. I'm gonna try to open a bit. I don't know if you can hear good the roaring sound. And now we are up and running. I'm gonna remove the key and get up there. Have that characteristic sound, why we call them roller burner, and they are quite efficient. One thing I'm gonna show you is that we can have a quite good flame control going up to a simmering. And back to full throttle. The important point, don't never fill it up to the top. I never fill it more than a half, and here I have about a quarter of the tank, and it's plenty for running quite a while. Let me show it's coming to a boil. Those are very good for a cold winter. Very powerful, and compared to alcohol stove, you can adjust the flame control for a good cooking, not only for boiling water. You can also use it with a fuel that is less expensive than canister stove. Okay, when we're gonna have a rolling boil, I'm gonna throw in the Chaga and the pine needle and try to simmer it for about 5 minutes, and after that steep it for another 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want to boil the Chaga, and I'm gonna retrieve that piece and dry it back to, you can infuse a piece of Chaga like that about three times, and after that you dry it and you can use it as a tinder for fire making. So Dave, that's my old one. It's still working. Sadly I lose the key, but now we are on a full rolling boil. I can show you. So now I'm going to try to adjust it to a simmer. Throw in the pine needle, a piece of Chaga, the simmering of the pine needle and the Chaga tea. So I just closed the burner. I'm gonna take off the screen, let it steep for a few more minutes. Just want to say hi to my friend Rick from Tac Hill, who sent me that sticker. Put it on my stainless steel bottle. It's ready to pour into the cup. a nice amber color. I'm gonna put some maple syrup. Stir it. And retrieve the Chaga piece here that I'm gonna dry once home. So I'm gonna enjoy that tea. Thank you for joining me. The flavor of the forest in town. And I'm gonna also have a pipe on my way back home. See you guys. And thank you for having taken time to watch the video, and hope you enjoy that little burner from Czechoslovakia, and a kind of version of the Svea 123. Still running good after all those years. That's quite interesting. And there's still fuel on that quarter of a tank. This is supposed to be the month and year of manufacturing, so it has been manufactured in February 1960. Okay, got it. So we're gonna put it here. Good. Take this here, take this aside. Shouldn't be long because we are inside compared to the outside yesterday. I think we can already I put 4 milliliter of alcohol, but probably 2 would have make it. The alcohol in the bottom is almost burned, and now we are so it took about a minute 45 to fully prime. We're gonna let it warm up good. It usually takes a minute and a half to be in the full total power. Meanwhile, we're gonna put 2 cups of water. I'm gonna try to put that aside so you can still see it. And put the water here. So we start boiling the water at 315. We'll see how long it will take to bring it to a boil. It's 2 cups of cold tap water. We are reaching the 5 minutes mark. Little bubbles pop up the surface, but not yet the boil. I'll try to show you the flame pattern. I'll bring you back with you. Oops, sorry. Oh, it's very close. Won't be long. So it will take 6 minutes. I'm quite sure. Yeah, we are at a rolling boil at 6-minute mark. So I'm going to show you. Now we can put the water to simmering. Even you can go another thing that I want to show you while my tea is infusing is that there's no soot under the pot after using it that way, priming it with alcohol, waiting just enough long that we have a blue flame. You prevent to have black soot on your cooking pot. So thank you.